Now, I know y'all seen that video about the girl that said, who cares about Emmett Till? Ignorance like that shows lack of knowledge and how easy people forget of the price of freedom. So sit back, I'm about to remind you of why we care about Emmett Till. In 1955, Money, Mississippi, 14-year-old Emmett Till from Chicago came to the South. But just like a kid, he was not too much aware of how serious it really was in the South. And when I mean the rules, I mean of how crazy the law is in Mississippi. The type of laws that would have you unalive for no apparent reason. He went into Bryant's grocery store to get some candy. And that's when he had met Carolyn Bryant. Now what happened next has been disputed. But here's what we know. She accused him of flirting with her, grabbing her hand and whistling. Now for people who don't know, Emmett Till had a stuttering problem, so sometimes he'll whistle at times. Emmett had a problem of pronouncing the word B, so times he'll whistle, so he was trying to say bubblegum. So his mom taught him how to whistle to himself so he can get the words out smoothly. Years later, she admitted that she lied. In her own memoir, she claims that she felt sorry for him, which it was a little too fucking late. But in 1955, her lie wasn't just a lie. It was the cause of his life. Days later, her husband, Roy Bryant, and his half-brother, J.W., whatever the fuck his name is, I don't give a fuck, took Emmett out from his uncle's house. His uncle thought that they were just going to just rough him up and then maybe just bring him back. But that's not all that happened. They beat him up. Pew pew. Okay, I can do this. They tied a 75-inch cotton gin onto his neck with barbed wires. Then dumped his body like it was trash. He was only 14. I'm sorry, I had to keep redoing it because I couldn't take it. His mother, Mamie Till Mobley, she had death threats and also was told to not do an open casket. She said, no, I want the world to see what they did to my boy. She had an open casket and Jet magazine had ran the photo. America couldn't look away. What you saw was a child face bloated and beaten beyond recognition. Then America really got to witness what racism felt and looked like. No slogan, no protest, but a body. Brian and his half-brother was arrested, charged with murder. The trial lasted 5 days, an all-white jury, and it took them 67 minutes just to say not guilty. One of the jurors said that it would have been quicker if they did not stop for fucking sodas. That is how little Emmett Till life meant to them. A year later, they confessed in a paid interview in Look magazine. And they admitted it with their whole chest. And there was still no jail time. No regrets. That photo, that trial, and that lie, it lit a fire. Rosa Parks said that she thought of Emmett Till when she did not give up her seat. Martin Luther King had called it a turning point. And Emmett Till's mom did not just mourn, she had marched. She became a lifelong activist. She made sure that Emmett Till's name meant something. Now imagine if Emmett Till never existed. No photo, no casket, no mother saying that that's enough. It probably wouldn't be no Montgomery bus boycott. Sometimes it takes a tragedy to expose the monster. Emmett Till was that mirror. A 14-year-old kid, a martyr, shook and awakened America. So yeah, we care. We care because silence is violence. We care because that boy's face is still a reflection of if hatred was not checked. If you ever forget his name, you forgot who you are. Rest in power, Emmett Till. This ain't just history. This is the price of being forgotten.